Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, to a match here at Jack of All Trivia. Uh, Great match here tonight between two 1-0 players. We have Robert the Ghost Castner going up against the sinister Alec Miller. Like I said, both guys are 1-0, so I guess we can start first with the interviews. I guess we can start with the guy at the top. Robert, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm feeling good. It's been a while. I haven't played in Jack of All Trivia in a minute. I've been bouncing around all other kinds of places, so it's nice to come back to the place that bore me, or however you want to say it. But I will say that somebody was coming into Alec's screen. I just want to say, shenanigans. There might be all kinds of collusion and stuff going on. I'm completely alone in this room. I can even put the camera around and show, but I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. I've played Alec before. I like Alec a lot, so this will be good.
Yep. So any strategy you brought in, just kind of studied and do your thing?
I'm just doing my thing. I'm just having fun with this one, honestly. I been studying a lot for other things, so I wanted to take a laissez-faire approach and wanted to see how much I could fall back on what it is I already know. So we'll see.
All right, cool. Guess we can move down to your opponent, Alec. Alec, how you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. Yes, my son is secretly a genius. He's a movie connoisseur, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm doing good. I love playing here. Always have a lot of fun. Just doing some trivia. Honestly, I have not really had a strategy lately. Just watching some movies and yeah, that's really all. That's the extent of my strategy right there. So I just coming to answer some questions and have some fun.
Watching the movies tends to be a good strategy to do before matches. So, all right. Well, I guess we can get this match started. Rules of round one. Get 10 questions to the both competitors. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no stealing in round one. Please write your answer legibly and say it when called upon. You each get 4 repeats throughout the match and 1 challenge. You get about 15 seconds per question. So, Robbie, you understand the rules of round one?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
You understand the rules of round one?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
We'll start the match. Ding, ding, ding. Your first question is in the category of DC. Who plays Laurie Jupiter / Silk Spectre 2 in Watchmen? Who plays Laurie Jupiter / Silk Spectre 2 in Watchmen?
Some people give this movie crap.
I actually did.
I disagree.
Yeah, I rewatched it recently. It's pretty good. 5, 4.
I like this movie a lot.
2, 1. We'll start with Robert.
I mean, it pales in comparison to the show, but Malin Ackerman.
And Alec.
Malin Ackerman. My pin is kind of running out, but
I can see it.
All right.
I mean, if you want to grab another one or whatever you want to do, but I can see it if it's good right now. Both are correct. All right. Your second question is in the category of Middle Earth. I'll give you a little bit of extra time for this one. Which 2 people played Bilbo Baggins in the live-action Middle Earth franchises? Name the actors who played Bilbo Baggins. Both of them. No, some movies I really like. Even The Hobbit. No.
Love 3. Another 3 I could take or leave at any given time.
Yeah, you count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start with Alec.
I could only pull Martin Freeman. I couldn't pull the other one.
And Robert.
Rest in peace, the great Ian Holm and Martin Freeman.
That is correct. Robert. All right. So Robert takes a 2-1 lead. And your third question is in the category of Star Wars. In The Phantom Menace, who owes Qui-Gon Jinn a life debt because Qui-Gon Jinn saved their life? You guys count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we're on Robert.
But I spake Jar Jar Binks.
And Alec.
Jar Jar Binks.
Both are correct. Fourth question is in the category of Marvel movies. In Logan, what is the name of the albino mutant who has tracker abilities that helps take care of Professor X? Just need his first name. I guess they only really say his, I don't know. I think they don't really say his first name.
I would venture to guess to say it's his mutant name.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his mutant name. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Although now I kind of wish it just was his one name.
Yeah. Doesn't count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're on Alec.
Dude, I had it on the tip of my tongue and I can't pull it.
And Robert.
Caliban.
Caliban is correct. Your fifth question is in the category of Star Trek. Which Star Trek film begins with Captain Kirk speaking to an alien race on behalf of the Febonian Republic? I don't know why I always put these words I feel like I get trouble pronouncing, and I always mess up on them.
You want to ask good questions.
Yeah.
I understand.
You count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We were on Robert.
I think it's Star Trek Beyond.
And Alec.
Star Trek Beyond.
Both are correct. So after 5 questions, Robert has a bit of a lead, 5-3. The sixth question is in the MCU. What Infinity Stone does Thanos obtain from Collector on Nowhere? You read that. So what Infinity Stone does Thanos obtain from the Collector on Nowhere?
Sorry about that. My son decided to interrupt.
Oh, no worries, man.
Good. Yeah. It's good. I kind of wish he had something written and he displayed it.
We count up 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We were on Alec.
The Power Stone.
And Robert.
He has to be going somewhere. No, nowhere. It's a place that sucks. The Reality Stone.
The Reality Stone is correct. So your seventh question is in the category of directors and composers. Who directed Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan? Count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumbs down. I believe we're on Robert.
Also directed The Undiscovered Country. Nicholas Meyer.
And Alec.
That's for William Shatner.
Nicholas Meyer is correct. So, eighth question is in the category of the Wizarding World. In the Chamber of Secrets, in the Chamber of Secrets, if I could speak, which current Hogwarts student does Tom Riddle use to open the Chamber of Secrets?
I really just showed my son the first two.
Yes.
This week.
Did he respond to them?
He did.
And I don't hate the second one as much as a lot of people do, but
I mean, I rewatched it. It's not as bad as I remember, but it's still upsets
3,
me on a molecular level.
That's down. Alec
It is Ginny Weasley.
and Robert.
Her bones will lie in the chamber forever. Ginny Weasley.
That is.
I have like etched that quote into my mind because of IG.
So your 9th question is in the category of Predator movies.
Oh.
Which Predator-based film primarily takes place in a pyramid in Antarctica? I never really watched these movies until I decided to add them as a category this year, and I liked most of them pretty much.
I actually enjoyed this movie. I have fun with it.
Alien is one of the deep cuts in Full Metal, so I got very familiar with that.
You guys count up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Robert.
Alien versus Predator.
And Alec.
Alien versus Predator.
Both are correct.
I know I kind of gave away because I said Alien versus Predator, but whatever.
I think you both were basically written anyway. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your 10th and final question is in the category of monster movies. Who plays Dr. Jekyll / Mr. Hyde in 2017's The Mummy? This movie kind of killed its little universe, and then they kind of restarted it like the next year after they said it killed it, which was kind of weird with Invisible Man. But yeah.
I would love to see a Lee Wanell monster universe. I think that would be cool.
Give you a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we're on Alec.
Russell Crowe.
And Robert.
He was supposed to be the Nick Fury of the monster universe, Russell Crowe.
That is correct. And with that, Robert got a perfect round. So you'll get a bonus question. I just scrolled past it. All right. Your bonus question, you don't have to write it down. You can if you want to. But it is in Star Wars. In Star Wars, in Solo, a Star Wars story, who says, "I trusted you with a simple task, and all I'm hearing is excuses"?
Dryden Boss.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Look for Lady Proxima.
She's the first one I thought, and then I questioned myself. Sweet.
So at the end of round 1, we have a score of Robert with 10 and Alec with 6. So still anyone's game. So round 2 is the wheel round. Each competitor will get a spin at the wheel. If you not like the first spin, you can get a mulligan. There's 5 questions from said categories. Each question's worth 2 points. However, you can check down the multiple choice. Him brings up the wheel. I can see the categories today's match, which are Wizarding World, DCEU, Star Wars, video game movies, MCU, Star Trek, Mixed Bag, Middle Earth, and Spinners and Opponent's Choice. Robert, since you are in the lead, you can decide if you want to spin first or second.
I'll defer to Mr. Sinister.
Okay. Alec, I'll give you your first spin at your spin at the wheel. And here you go. Middle Earth. Do you want to keep Middle Earth or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Keep it? All right. So, your first question in Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, Gimli tells Legolas and Aragorn that dwarves are natural what?
Sprinters.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In the desolation of Smog, which dwarf does Thorn ask to give up what he has after they come up short of money for Bard to take them to Lake Town?
Balin.
Balin is incorrect. Robert for the 2-point steal. In the desolation of Smog, which dwarf does Thorn ask to give up what he has after they come up short of money for Bard to take them to Lake Town?
I'm gonna say Ori.
Or is also incorrect. Looking for Gloin.
Okay.
Your third question in Middle Earth. Who gives Bilbo Mithril in the Battle of the Five Armies?
I'll go multiple.
Multiple. Is it A, Gandalf, B, Thorin, C, Thandril, or D, Elrond?
Thandril?
Thandril is incorrect. So Robert for the 1-point steal. Who gives Bilbo Mithril in the Battle of the Five Armies? Is it A, Gandalf, B, Thorin, C, Thandril, or D, Elrond?
I believe it is Thorin.
Thorin is correct for 1-point steal. Your fourth question in Middle Earth. In the Fellowship of the Ring, Frodo tells Gandalf he has been labeled what by the hobbits of the Shire?
A disturber of the peace.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Middle Earth. Who plays Beaufort in the Hobbit trilogy?
I'm gonna go multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Is it A, William Kircher, B, James Nesbitt, C, Ken Stout, or D, Aidan Turner?
Go A.
A, William Kircher is incorrect. So Robert for the 1-point steal. Who plays Beaufort in the Hobbit trilogy? Is it A, William Kircher, B, James Nesbitt, C, Ken Stout, or D, Aidan Turner?
So B is what I thought originally, and then you said William Kircher. I thought it was him, but I think he plays Biffer. So B, final answer.
B, James Nesbitt is correct.
I was between those two.
It's hard. I memorize them like every month, and then I always forget them, so it's fine.
Yeah. All right. So after Alex is round 2, we have a score of 10-12. 10-12. All right. So Robert, bring the wheel up, and here's your spin at the wheel.
Big money.
Video game movies. You want to keep video game movies or spin again?
Spin it again.
Spin again. Okay. So whatever you have here, you
everything that's on here. One of two things I want.
Got video game movies.
Jesus
again.
Christ. Okay. Fine. It's fine. I'm sure I can figure some of these out.
It's a lot of bad movies.
I know.
The gods have decided.
Yeah.
So your first question: video game movies. In the opening narration of Resident Evil, it is said that 9 out of 10. Sorry. In the opening narration of Resident Evil, it is said that 9 out of 10 households have what corporation's products?
Oh my God. Why can't? The Umbrella Corporation?
That is correct for 2 points.
I was thinking of something else. I think I was thinking of like Acer or something from another video game. So thank God.
All right. Your second question: and Wreck-It Ralph, where is Ralph's home? Then I see like the general.
Well, it's in Niceland in the dump. He lives in the dump.
Yeah, dump's what I was looking for.
Okay.
2
Sorry,
points.
I didn't know if you needed that location, but he lives at the Nice Landers in the dump.
All right. So your third question in video game movies: who plays Princess Daisy in Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yes, she also played the mayor in The Strain. Has anybody ever watched The Strain? No,
Yeah, I
Samantha
watched
Mathis. Final
Yeah.
answer.
All right.
Not to be confused with Samantha Morton, who was Alpha in The Walking Dead. Remember, I had to remind myself that the other day. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. 6, 8, and 10. Okay, so the fourth question: video game movies. In Mortal Kombat Annihilation, what is the name of Shao Kahn's queen who he resurrects?
Oh man, what is her stupid name? Multiple choice, please.
Multiple choice. Is it A. Jade, B. Sindel, C. Shiva, or D. Rain?
B.
B is correct for 1 point.
The other ones I know are ancillary characters. There you go.
Final question in video game movies. I believe right now the score is 19-10. So if Robert gets this for 2 points, he will win the game. If not, it'll go to third round. All right. Your final question: video game movies. In which video game movie will you find the characters Natalie Artemis, Admiral, and Lincoln?
Huh. Repeat.
Repeat. All right. That's Robert's first repeat. In which video game movie will you find the characters Natalie Artemis, Admiral, and Lincoln?
Guess we're going to the third round because I don't know. So I'm going to go multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice. Is it A. Werewolves Within, B. Rampage, C. Dead Trigger, or D? Sorry, that's C. Dead Trigger or D. Monster Hunter.
Dead Trigger.
Dead Trigger is incorrect. Alec for the 1 point steal. In which video game movie will you find the characters Natalie Artemis, Admiral, and Lincoln? Is it A. Werewolves Within, B. Rampage, C. Dead Trigger, or D. Monster Hunter?
B. Rampage.
D. Rampage is incorrect. We're looking for D. Monster Hunter.
Okay, that was the
Monster
other.
Hunter. So,
Never seen
came out last year, I believe.
Yeah, this is the movie with Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah. What's? Oh my God! Why can't I not remember her name? No, it's girlfriend.
Oh no, with Mila Jovovich.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Mila
I was
Jovovich,
thinking
yeah.
of Love and Monsters with Michael Rooker. Sorry, they both came out like last year.
Yeah. All right, so the final. So we have a score after the second round of Robert with 19, Alec with 10.
Okay.
All right. So round 3. Each competitor will give me a number 1 through 13. I did lucky number 13 this time. So 1 through 13. The first question is worth 2 points. Second's worth 3. Third is worth 5 points. There was no stealing. No, it's basically third round. Third round was pretty short. All right, Robert, since you are in the lead, give me your numbers 1 through 13.
I'll take 13, 7, and 4.
13, 7, and 4. And Alec, give me your numbers other than 13, 7, and 4.
I'll get 10,
10,
2, and 5.
10, 2, and 5. Okay. So, score being 10-19. Alec has to hit all 3 questions to remain in the game. The first question is in category 10. Which is the Wizarding World. So for 2 points in the Wizarding World, remember you have all four repeats. Alec left, and Robert, you have 3. So first question in Wizarding World for 2 points. Fiona Shaw is which character in the Harry Potter franchise?
Is that Luna Lovegood?
And your winner by TKO, Robert Castner, looking for Aunt Petunia. So, good match here. Robert's final score 19-10. I guess we'll go to interviews. I guess we could start with today's winner, Robert. How you doing? You had a good, perfect first round. Pretty good second round in ever challenging video game movies. How you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 things I didn't want: mixed bag and video game movies, because everything else is always studied for in all the other leagues. Those are the only 2 where it can be a toss up, and I just happen to get video game movies. No, I did better than that than I thought I would, honestly. But no, it's just, questions went my way. Like I said, I had Lady Proxima in there as the bonus question, and then I second guessed myself. Shouldn't have done that. But otherwise, I mean, the result would have been the same. So it's nice to come out here and play well. Alec's a good competitor. I've played him before a few times. So happy to get the win.
For sure. Now that you're 2-0, is there any other, I don't know if you keep up with the league, is there any other 2-0 player you would want to play next?
I don't remember if this person's 2-0, but he's in my faction in another place. And I haven't got a chance to play him yet, but I think it would be fun if I got to play Tyler Birch.
Tyler Birch. I believe he is also 2-0.
He's 2-0? Okay.
Yeah.
I would really like to play him. I think it would be fun if we got to do that. We live near each other. I've hung out with him in person. He's almost been to my house. He will be one day. But I just think it would be fun if we got a chance to play each other, in this league. So that's what I like.
Yeah. Possibly have that be your next match. Yes. I don't know. Is there I guess that's basically all I have for you right now.
Okay.
But
Sounds good. Thanks for putting this on, Font. I appreciate it.
As we can move down to his opponent, the unfortunate second place finisher, Alec. He had a good first round, 6 points. Middle Earth, bit of a struggle, but those were some tough Middle Earth questions. How you feeling?
That I need to go and watch the Hobbit trilogy again, because it's been a while since I've seen it. So that's kind of, I'm the big, like, I love Lord of the Rings. I can, recite that back and forth, but the Hobbit is where I always struggle in that category. I need to brush up on it.
Yeah, they're the ones that people tend to not like the most.
Yeah.
So, and the second one's a little tough. Some of them are a little bit tough to get through, but all right. Let's put you now at 1-1. There's quite a few players 1-1 right now, but is there anyone you would want to play next?
No, honestly, no, man. I don't really care who I play. Just love coming here and answering some questions. It's always a fun time. So, give me whoever, whenever you need me.
Okay. For sure, we'll try and get you another match soon. So I guess we can wrap things up for the evening. Robert, let's start with Robert. Robert, where can the people find you?
I'm on Facebook at Robert Castner. I'm in basically all the trivia leagues. Matches go up with me pretty much every week because I'm playing in all these things. So you can @ me there. I like to talk to people. Otherwise, Supernova Show on the TMG network. I do that with Colton Roberts basically every week. So, we got a handful of viewers. We'd like to get that above a handful, maybe, potentially. So come see us there.
All right, cool. And Alec, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at AlecMiller0423, where I'll be bitching about football teams and all that good stuff. And you can find me on Inside the Horseshoe with Matt Beer. So we do that every week. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, mostly talking football. It's football season. It's gonna be hard to get into movie season because I'm just gonna be watching football and football. That's it.
Yeah. Yes, that's what my weekend is always filled with. Saturdays college, and now Sundays the NFL. So,
Oh yeah,
and
my
then,
girlfriend knows. Sundays, I'm not doing anything. I'm sitting down on the couch and I'm watching football.
for sure. Me, the Monty King family here at Jack of All Trivia, most social media networks. For a match here in IG, I'm the guy to talk to. Singles is Haven. Haven Pendergast want to get a singles match. Teams, I think we're still doing teams this year. Talk to Travis Schaefer. And me and Dub Dubs are also doing this new match, the Trident match. We're trying to do every other Friday. We might do every other Friday. 30-question whiteboard match. Should be fun. So if you want to try and get into that, hit me up with that. Guess that's it. And final score today was Robert with 19.